How are we doing, my kings and queens? I hope you're all keeping well, and let's get on with it, shall we? So are you being your true self? Probably not. It's not very often we are, really. I mean, like, even me, even old King D, it's not very often, and more so now than ever, but there's plenty of times when I'm not being the real me. Do you know what I mean? I can look back on this. Before New Year, I had one night where I thought, you know what, I'm going to bang some of my old videos on, like one from every month. I've been doing YouTube, so about 12 videos, ones that kind of stood out that I wanted to watch again, just to, you know, remind myself of what a dickhead I am. And I went from the first one, I did it in order, like very first video, all the way up to the last one. Kind of just see where I'm at on my progression, and maybe if there was some things that worked in the past that I could maybe reintroduce. I don't know, you know what I mean? And first thing I noticed was, fucking hell, I mean, like now, me talking now, I'm just being me. This is me. Before, it was like I was too scared to be me. And I get it, I had to think about it, and I thought, well, it makes sense, you know, I wasn't very confident doing this. You could see the first episode, I'm like, I don't know, I mean, now I don't give a shit, you know what I mean? I think I'm not bothered. Whereas the first one, you know, I was like, ooh. I never liked being filmed anyway. I don't even like having a picture taken sometimes. So yeah, I was, you know, a bit awkward, a bit shy. I was a bit shy. And then it kind of evolved where I've become a character. I stopped becoming this character, and I thought, that's not me. It was this character, yeah. And that character evolved where I was kind of like, I don't know, put it on a show, do you know what I mean? I was like a TV presenter, and it just didn't feel right, really. And it weren't really till my dad got really bad, and I just thought, fuck it. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I think my self-worth is always improving. It's always getting better. And even in them dark times when he was, you know, really badly, and he, you know, and then when he did pass away, I just found him he's a very inspirational guy. My dad was, you know, he was my hero. The stuff he'd endured, and he still had a big heart, and he still kept going. I think it's amazing. But the thing is, I suppose thinking about that is that, well, his blood is running through my veins. That's my dad. I am his son. Therefore, I should feel better about myself than what I do, and I shouldn't be worried what people think about me. And you know, maybe it's I think it's that, and I think it's, you know, a number of things. It's getting more comfortable with this and making myself look a twat, and to the point where I'm really not bothered. So now I can literally just be myself and just do it, and that's fine, and I'm alright with that. But it's a bit cringeworthy now when I look back at the old ones and think, what the fuck is this clown doing? Yeah. And yeah, so there's a good example of me not being me, even recently. And there's plenty of examples. I mean, like when I'm doing a job for a customer, I'm very professional, minimise the swearing. I know I swear a bit on this, well, you know, I try not to swear unless I built a rapport with them and they're a bit sweary as well, then it's safe to swear. But I don't want to do an old lady's driveway and then effing and blinding, and she's like, okay, now. You know what I mean? So, you know, we all put on a bit of an act. It depends. I mean, I talk to my kids different than I talk to grown-ups and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? So, but you need to find who the real you is, and it's very common. I see this a lot of people where they do put on a show. So yeah, we're putting on a show for this fucker. But people putting on a show in their everyday life, like they're overcompensating. Like, I'm not enough, so I've got to act like a clown, or I've got to be the showman. I've got to be the centre of attention. I've got to do something to grab people's attention because I'm not enough. Yeah, well, you are. We're all enough, yeah? You've got to learn to be happy with that inner you. And the only way you're really going to do that is by making friends with the inner you and being you, yeah? I know it's not easy, and when I've got all the answers for that, you know, I'll tell you. But I'm always learning. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to stop learning about myself and everything. That's why I'm not going to run out of material either. So just understand, if you are that person, then you don't need to do these things. And quite often or not, it's like some sort of paradox thing where, that might be the wrong word, where what you're doing, you're getting the opposite results to what you're expecting to get. So like, nice guys on dates with ladies, yeah, the old nice guy. I mean, so we get this chat, right, and he thinks, right, I really like this lady and I really want her to like me, so I'm going to be really, really nice to her. Yeah, and what's that going to do? Most of you know already. It's going to dry that vagina up very quick, isn't it? She's not going to be interested because it's fucking boring. Yeah, she's like, oh, I've got him. And he's like, oh, it's just too nice. Yeah, and he's clearly to the point where he's clearly, where's the word? Hang on. This is where I just pause the video and I come up with it. So 5 minutes later. Still not got it. 10 fucking minutes later. Got it. When you're compromising yourself. Knew I'd get there in the end. Fuck you know. You're not going to know how long I was sat on that sofa thinking about that word. But let me tell you, it was a while. So, when you're compromising yourself and your own values and things like that, just to appease somebody else, what's that doing? What's that telling yourself? Yeah, like, well, your opinions and whatnot don't matter. That you shouldn't tell your opinions, because what? Your opinions are wrong? No. Opinions are opinions. Like arseholes, we've all got one, yeah? Some of them stink. I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah. We've all got an opinion. We're all entitled to opinion. Did you hear that? We are all entitled to an opinion, whether educated or not, yeah? So whatever opinion you've got, you're entitled to it. Voice it, let's hear it. Now I'm saying, when I get back to the nice guys, and people that are just being too nice and too, you're people pleasers. You're people pleasers. Now I've been guilty of this. I've been a people pleaser in my life. I have. Where I think mine came from when you feel shit about yourself. You don't want other people to feel shit either. If that makes sense, yeah. So you think, if I'm nice to people, even sometimes at my own cost, because it's like, oh fuck it, it's only me. I'm a big boy. I'll be all right, yeah. But it's still not good for myself, is it? No wonder I used to have really negative self-talk to myself. Like, when I do the slightest thing, I trip over. I'm like, you effing this, that, and the other. I used to talk to myself like absolute shit. And side note, if you're that person who's very negative to yourself with a negative self-talk, stop. King D says stop. Other example, there's plenty of other examples. So if you are a people pleaser, please your fucking self. Start putting yourself first, yeah. Then like on dates, yeah. Say a woman, like compliments, just be authentic. Be your authentic self. If you don't like it, sin of it, then don't. Somebody else will, yeah. And you'll find it. I mean, there's been, in my early days of dating, I wore goody two shoes. Oh, well, and didn't want to rock the boat, didn't want to piss her off, didn't want to say, no, I don't give a shit. And she was like, oh, do you like my shoes? And I don't. I'm like, no, not really. I don't. And why is that good? Right. The reason why it's good, because if you're spending time with somebody who's a people pleaser and always wants to just agree with you, because they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to piss you off. They want you to like them. Yeah, and they think, oh, if I agree with him all the time, he's going to like me. That's not going to happen. They're not going to like you for that, yeah? Because if I'm with somebody right now and they're going to agree with everything I ever say, well, first thing, they're boring, because whatever's coming out of my mouth, I'm going to predict I'm going to know what they're going to say. I don't even need them to be there, yeah? And if they're going to have all the same opinions, same beliefs, same values as me, then I might as well be sat here on my fucking own, and what would be the fucking point? I like somebody who challenges me a bit, yeah? Somebody who'll bust my balls a bit. Somebody who'll take the piss out of me, yeah? And in return, I do the same. I'll take the piss out of anybody. I don't give a shit. I do this on dating apps, and I tell you now, getting back to being nice guy and not having any luck with the ladies, the first chance I get to take the piss out of a woman on Tinder or any dating site, or in general in life, meeting her or approaching a bird or meeting a bird downtown or whatever, first chance I get to take the piss out of her, I'm going to take it. Oh baby, yes I am. Why? Because sense of humour, being able to take the piss out of yourself, have a laugh at your own expense, give it back and be funny, that means a lot to me. That's very important to who I am as a person. So if I'm going to get in a relationship with somebody, she's got to make me laugh. She's really got to make me laugh. Otherwise, you're not doing it for me, yeah? Might look the part, but if you can't make me laugh, then there's going to come a point where I'm just not happy, yeah? So I do this, and do I offend people? Do I piss some birds off? Yes. Yeah, I do. Am I bothered? No. Because if she can't take a joke, and I never say anything nasty, yeah? It's whatever comes out of my mouth that's a bit taking the piss, it is a fucking joke, and it's clearly a joke, yeah? So if she don't like it, and she's like, oh, I mean, she's clearly got her head up her arse, so I'm not fucking interested. She might look bang on 10 out of 10, yeah, she might be stunning. But if she's going to get knickers in a twist over a little joke, then piss off, duck, because looks mean fuck all to me. There's plenty of beautiful women in this world, yeah? So same applies, yeah? So think about that, guys. Think about it, because again, if you are being a people pleaser and you're scared to rock the boat, it's counterproductive. It really is, yeah? Don't get me wrong, you're never going to really offend anybody, upset anybody, but no one's ever going to fucking notice you either, because you're too busy trying to survive and blend in, which is another point as well. If you're trying so hard to fit in, then you're not really being you, are you? The real people, the people I love, my favourite human beings in this world, they're all a bit strange. They're all a bit weird. I'm a bit strange and a bit weird. Why? Because we're supposed to be, aren't we? Yeah, I am my own person. I'm a unique individual with a soul inside of me that's unique, that's not like anybody else's. So why would I act like everybody else? Think about it, yeah? Now, the older I get, the less I give a shit, really. So the more I'm comfortable with being me. I really am. And it's not been easy. Like I said, in my early years, I was a people pleaser. I was. And I was a nice guy. And, you know, I wasn't being true to me. So no wonder I didn't have a positive view of myself, because I didn't think me was enough. I was being some fucker else, yeah? Somebody I didn't even particularly like. Well, that's not me. So me now, I just say what I think. I do what I want. I try and be a good person, because I want to be a good person as well. So I'm not saying I'm a complete dickhead or anything. I'm a bit of a dickhead, but yeah, I'm not hurtful. I'm not mean. I'm not a bully. None of them things. You know, I want to be a good person. I want to make a positive difference. That's why I'm doing this. Again, I'm being true to me. I'm being me. And, you know, not everyone's got a fucking YouTube channel either, so I guess that's a bit weird. Well then, again, so what? So am I. I'm not bothered. So again, like, if you are one of them people that are just trying to fit in, you're a lemming. That's what you are. You're a fucking lemming. And I see you. I see all of you. I see you in your crowds with your friends. You're all wearing the same coat, your own little, the same outfits. You all look exactly the same. You're like a carbon copy of each other, and you look ridiculous, I think. So that's not being true to you, is it? Because we're not supposed to be the fucking same. No matter how boring that would be. If everyone was fucking identical, we all thought and did exactly the same, dressed the same, what would be the point? Yeah, so stand out. Be you, and be happy with being you as well. Yeah. Guarantee you now, something in your early life made you the way you are now. Made you not like who you are, perhaps. Taught you that you aren't enough. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. Whatever told you that, it was lying. Yeah? And it come from a time when your brain wasn't even processed, but, you know, it wasn't done. Fuck it, I lost another word here. Hang on a minute. Got it. Your brain's not fully developed. Got it. Okay, I did that one quicker than the last one. I'm still not telling you how long the last one took me. So, yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. Be your weird self. There is nothing wrong with you. Nothing at all. Yeah? Be that. Shine bright. Be that unique person you're supposed to be. You are. So, go be it. Stop trying to please everybody else and try and fit in and all that shit, yeah? Be who you are. And when you do, you're going to be happier. And you're going to live a much more fulfilling life. And more people are going to gravitate towards you. Without a doubt. Yeah? So, like the video. Be a doll. Drop us a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. Do tell your friends as well. Let's get this off the ground. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much. And be the best you. And do it for you. Cheers.